Enable.
India's financial advisory has grown by leaps and bounds in the last decade, with new financial products snowballing their way into our living rooms and consequently boosting the advisory industry. Batting in the favor of investors and financial advisors is the assets under management of Indian mutual fund industry that has grown more than 4.5-folds in the span of 10 years. In a quest to strengthen the advisory industry further, UTI and CNBC TV18 launched the Financial Advisor Awards a decade ago. The awards are amongst the most prominent bestowments for financial advisors in the country, awarding the best financial advisors who rendered sound advice, thereby maximizing returns in highly volatile markets.
One of the best things is that, when this whole business of the profession of financial advisory started in India, I think this has been a relatively new field. When we referred somebody as a financial planner or a financial advisor, people just meant probably briefcase agents. I think the evolution has been more from a information based to skill based to knowledge based, and yes, that generates a wisdom of the whole industry. And this has also, by virtue of different academic disciplines, which has also percolated in various education institutions about this particular discipline, has also made academic field contribute towards the industry.
This property is really a coveted one, and a lot of advisors look forward to this event. Their participation also has been quite encouraging, and with this kind of property, when a third party is evaluating the performance of advisors, they also know that they have to act in a particular manner and they have to behave in a particular manner. So to that extent, this is really doing a great service to the advisor fraternity, and once the advisor fraternity does good job, it's a great service to the investor community as well.
Over the years, particularly in the last 10 years, one has seen the market itself evolve in a big way, and it's not been an easy market. It's been a turbulent market with different events, whether global or domestic, impacting it, making the job of a financial advisor not only important but extremely critical. So over these years, we have seen that the financial advisory community, the financial advising community has evolved very significantly. At a point in time when they were largely distributors, they've moved into the advising space pretty nicely. There is a great deal of use of technology. There is a great deal of understanding in terms of being very customer focused and very customer centric.
I think they are doing a great justice to spreading financial awareness across the country, and it's a tribute to the efforts that are put by the financial advisors across the country in helping spreading wealth planning across our country.
If we look at financial advisory and distribution, I think the key factor that a financial advisor looks at, other than the monetary incentives that are there, would be a sense of respect. I think the Financial Advisor Awards has been crucial in bringing out this aspect, because they get to show the kind of effort that they put in and the amount of respect that they earn for the immense work that they put in is simply outstanding.
I welcome all of you formally to what promises to be a very interesting and rewarding evening.
With a decade now under the belt, these awards have emerged as the pinnacle within the industry. Not only do they serve as a pedestal to honor the best advisors, they act as a shining light on the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead.
We receive feedback from participants year after year that they are very happy to put these awards, a mention of these awards in their resume, in their CVs, when they talk to various clients.
I think in any profession, particularly in emerging profession like financial advisors, it's important that there is some kind of a motivation for the profession to grow and for the professionals within this profession field to grow. In that quest, I think CNBC TV18, the Financial Advisors Award, has done a wonderful job in trying to motivate the financial advisors community and in doing a better job to spread the financial advisory cult to the investors at large, particularly in a country like India, which is a land of savers, but the penetration of financial products, investment products like mutual funds has been pretty low.
UTI has been very close to me because I still remember when I was an NRI and I was outside. We were the first corporate agents for UTI going back 1990s. So this recognition, the oldest one in the mutual fund industry institution which is there, and for them to come out with the pioneer kind of awards kind of a thing regular for 10 years and being the first is a proud association for me for the last 10 years.
Last 4 or 5 years I've been attached to this Financial Advisors Award, and it's been a great journey both for CNBC and for us individually, meeting various types of people, trying to analyze where we stand, what things that we're doing right, and it gives us a boost to be there, part of this.
No doubt this award keeps a lot of meaning for people in our profession and fraternity, because it is, I think so, your recognition comes pan-India. So it's a very big recognition, and you come to meet the stalwarts, the leaders of the industry. So that's a very big platform, I would say.
Financial Advisor Awards lauds and celebrates a decade of outstanding and inspiring financial advisors.
And the winner is...
The brand has grown exponentially along with the industry, bringing the most prominent leaders together on one platform.
What is the exact reason because of which we are seeing that so much of money coming into the mutual fund industry? One of them is the fact that this particular market has not seen any big scam for a while. Not only that, I also think that one of the reasons for this is the product innovation called SIP. So I think on the one side is the ability to take risk, on the other side the product innovation of the SIP, the third, the regulations which have brought in the confidence in the market, and last but not least is of course technology. I think these are the four things that are really and truly changing the shape of the mutual fund market. The time is now for us, all of us, to ensure that the people of this country get the right kind of products, the right kind of advice to become members of a developed nation.
There is a constant effort to ensure that the advisor is creating greater value for the customers, and they are also trying their best to remain competitive. They face competition not only from fellow advisors, but there could be newer areas like fintech, which possibly can be a big threat. For financial advisors, pretty much like it is for sculptors, the pursuit of perfection is relentless. Even if your client is not constantly watching what you are doing, you have to work relentlessly for their good.
Personally, for me, the Financial Advisor Awards is a personal favorite. This is one day and one event where we are actually in touch with what we consider our core audience, people who think, talk, and spread the message of personal finance. It's an honor for CNBC TV18 and for UTI Mutual Fund to honor all of you who are best in class.
After the break, we take a glimpse into the journey of the Financial Advisor Awards forums that brought together the insights of industry experts across the country.
We We are the fastest, one of the fastest growing economy in the world. And if you want to take advantage of the fastest growing economy, mutual fund is one segment through which you can ride the wave.
UTI Mutual Funds and CNBC TV18's Financial Advisor Awards has reached its 10th edition this year, growing along with the industry to celebrate, laud and recognize the excellence of the most outstanding financial advisors from across the length and the breadth of the country.
I think the larger question today is, where do we find the community? You have the new age kids who think life is all about a credit card and expenditure is first on their mind but not an investment. So that is one cult which the IFAs should target.
We have, as part of the Financial Advisor Awards, forums in many cities where experts gather and the financial advisors gather and debate upon several issues facing both the Indian financial sector, the Indian financial investor, and the financial advisory community. Nothing that CNBC TV18 does, and I would dare say UTI Mutual Fund does, welds the customer, the advisor, and the manufacturer of products as effectively as the Financial Advisor Award does, both geographically and in terms of the levels, the vertical and horizontal levels of people involved in the financial space.
The income minus investment is your expenditure.
Every year, the Financial Advisor Awards act as a confluence for industry experts and local financial advisor community at the Financial Advisor Forums.
My portfolio will be exactly similar to my client's portfolio. So it's not that you are consuming yourself something, but selling something to a client. So that is something which we believe.
Conducted across different cities in the country, these forums serve as the hub for the analysis of trends and opportunities in various sectors.
If you just look at the nominations, it's been increasing year on year, and I understand this year it is as high as 44,000. And there are several engagements done across the length and breadth of the country by CNBC and UTI. So through these interactions, the entire community comes together and there is an exchange of ideas. And this property itself is very popular. I mean, having been around for 10 years and looking at the numbers, as I said, so the involvement of the community is really high. So I think that's how this has not only become popular, it has been a big tool of encouragement for the financial advisory community.
This year's forums deliberated on the theme celebrating a decade of excellence and crossing the new frontiers.
I believe that the next 10 years are going to be the best 10 years of our life. Believe this, you and I and our customers are going to make a lot of money because India growth story is going to continue.
The forums discussed on how to handhold the new investors on wealth creation, how to help existing investors through volatility and market cycles, and also on retirees, housewives, students and working professionals.
Wealth essentially means anything which impacts your well-being today and in future. Anything which improves your quality of life today and in future.
The jury has played a crucial role over the years in selecting the finest from the financial advisory industry and has evolved tremendously over the last decade. The esteemed panel of jury members have followed a stringent evaluation process with predefined parameters to select the most deserving candidates from a robust nominee list.
I think the jury itself has evolved a lot because it has helped all of us to what is expected out of us. Yes, while we have been demanding, but the fact remains that many players, many participants have also been reciprocating the same. That is equally important.
On the other side, we take a look at what's in store at Financial Advisor Awards this year. This year marks the 10th anniversary of the Financial Advisor Awards. It's a moment in history to look back and celebrate a decade of outstanding and inspirational financial advisors.
example, we talk about equity allocation, but how many of us are really allocated to equity to the extent that we should be as per our risk profile?
A moment to soak in the success of the next-gen financial advisors as they get ready to ride the next wave of opportunities.
Advisor Awards with CNBC and UTI. I've been associated with them for the last 6 years, and happy to say that I've even won the award once, a nominee the other times, and it's a fantastic initiative that they're doing to build on financial advisory and the right investment advice that investors are seeking in today's volatile markets.
Any professional looks for a recognition, and more so when you're doing profession which revolves around money and money management. Trust is an important factor which any client would be looking forward to. And forums like this, the awards like this definitely bring up the confidence of the advisor to the clients, and it forms a platform on which the business gets propelled to the next level. And this also encourages the business owner. If you take the independent financial advisor as a business owner, it helps him get motivated and helps him to upskill himself constantly in order to meet the challenges that he has among the peer group in order to become an outstanding advisor. And the award is aiming to distinguish the advisors who have been able to be outstanding in the group.
These awards have been great inspirations for advisors like us. It's been a dream all while we have been practicing to be nominated to be part of these awards. These awards have helped in bringing it's created waves in the IFA industry. The aspirations are set upon, and the aspirations along with the skills they have developed.
First, for any industry, it's all about recognition and reward. So very happy to be participating. As an industry, it has come a long way in the last few years. Across market cycles, across regulatory reasons and everything, industry has evolved. And we believe as an advisor, we are also evolving with the market cycle and with the regulations. And I believe financial advice is all about what to do and what not to do for the customers. So we believe we'll be moving towards an investor-centric model, and as India evolves, more and more people will participate. I'm sure we'll be able to build a very vibrant capital market ecosystem.
So I've been associated with these awards for quite some time now, and I feel that recognizing people in the space in which they are working always adds value, not only in motivating the people who are already in the system, but getting a huge number of people through these advisory awards into the advisory profession. After all, among the top professions of 2020, The Economist itself had rated financial advisory among the top 20 professions in the world. I feel we require it in much larger numbers and across the country.
I would definitely say it's a wonderful initiative which recognizes the excellence of the financial advisors for that matter. And this year you have put a registered investment advisor category into that, which I am quite sure over the period of time will grow in numbers, the registered investment advisors. So I think you are doing a really good job.
And the winner is...
Financial Advisor Awards is India's biggest platform to recognize the financial advisors who've created value for investors by exploring new trends, opportunities and strategies. The platform enables the advisors with the information and guidance that will enable them to grow and to create a promising future.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.